Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellencies, esteemed and distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to thank the government of Mexico for hosting us, and UNHCR and all other associated partners for organizing this global platform for disaster risk reduction in the beautiful city of Cancun. Thank you. Colleagues and friends, Afghanistan is one of the most disaster-prone countries, not just in Asia, but in the world. A combination of inherent geological instability affecting much of the country and annual challenges arising from heavy snowfall and limited water storage capacity means that Afghanistan is susceptible to avalanches and flooding in some periods of the year and sustained drought at others. Thus, disaster risk reduction is very much to the fore in my government's thinking about how to prevent disasters in the first place, mitigate them where we can, and manage them as and when they occur, to minimize the loss of human life and my country's limited infrastructure assets. For Afghanistan, so given that in my country, my role as Minister for Disaster Management and Humanitarian Affairs is part of the Afghan government's response to this ongoing challenge. The Afghan government's final progress report on the Hyogo framework indicated that we had made some progress in developing new laws and regulations in planning, capacity building, and improved disaster response. With support from international partners and colleagues, we have made further progress since then in mapping the most disaster-prone areas, in identifying ways of strengthening the country's institutional response, and improving collaboration and partnership within the government and between the government and our civil society organizations, our international partners, both at the national and local or community levels. Under the Sendai framework, we need to take this further to build a disaster-resilient mindset in all our institutions, to improve community understanding and participation in preventing and preparing for disasters where they are most likely to occur. For Afghanistan, for the government and our civilians alike, that task is made more challenging by the long-running conflicts to which my country has been unfortunately subject, and more complicated as we cope with these increased numbers, the increased numbers of returnees and internally displaced people in Afghanistan. For my country, the particular tasks that lie ahead of us include creating mass awareness among our people and an understanding of how men, women, and children can contribute to better disaster awareness, establishing robust early warning systems and response mechanisms consistent with and operational within our geography and our technical and human resources, mainstreaming disaster risk reduction into our national and local planning, budgeting, and programs, and engaging with our neighbors and our regional partners, as well as our international partners, to strengthen coordination for disaster preparedness and strengthening our national and local capacities. Our participation in this meeting is part of our continuous commitment, and also it's a continuous learning process for us, and we look very much forward to being part of this global platform and dialogue for disaster risk reduction, and Afghanistan will remain as a close partner, and we would like to benefit from the experiences, from the existing knowledge, and we look very much forward to call upon our international and regional partners to join us and help Afghanistan further to make sure that one of those, I would say, the most vulnerable country in Asia to be able to cope, to increase our capability and our coping mechanisms to to reduce the risk and disasters that are threatening our infrastructure, the lives and the means of livelihoods of people. Thank you so much.